Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you can hear, I am currently driving in a fairly ferocious thunderstorm. It's a bit of a serious downpour, and based on what I've currently experienced, that I'm currently having to deal with, I am going to make a video just to give you some advice as to what to do in a severe downpour. So stick with me and we will get right into it. Yeah, this is just to give you an idea of what I'm currently dealing with. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, although it looks like it's much later than that. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of water coming down, and there's a lot of puddles and stuff like that alongside the road. If you can look at the vehicle, the water next to the road, quite lacquer. So yeah, that's what I'm currently dealing with. As you can hear, there's also a lot of thunder in the area, and that is a typical thunderstorm in South Africa on the Gauteng, or the old Transvaal as we used to know it, but in Gauteng at the moment. So based on what I'm experiencing, I am going to give you some tips as to what would assist you in dealing and surviving a thunderstorm like this. So I've made it safely to my house, so I'm just going to continue with this video. I did want to make this video earlier on, but I have to admit that it kind of like didn't look right making a video about rain while the sun is shining. So I'm going to continue with this video while it's raining. I'm still sitting in my car just outside my house. I don't want to get wet unnecessarily. I'm brave, not stupid. So I've just made some notes on how to deal with situations like this. First of all is make sure that you do have a look at your weather conditions in advance. I make a habit of looking at the weather prediction and the weather forecast every second day at least, just to have an idea of when it is expected to be raining and what the conditions are, so that I can dress appropriately and prepare appropriately in advance. Then it's also very important to make sure that you are prepared in advance in terms of your vehicle. Make sure that your windshield and your wipers are in a good condition. Make sure that the wipers are actually working properly, and also make sure that your tires are proper equipped and properly fit for that. I know the law requires that it's got to be more than 2 millimeters and stuff like that, so make sure that you do adhere to that, and that will also assist you in dealing with the situation. Right, the next point is that if it is starting to rain and you're driving, make sure that your headlights is on. Switch your headlights on immediately. That will make you more visible, and it might even assist you with visibility yourself, but making yourself visible is the most important part of that. The second point that I want to make is that you have to slow down. Please remember that the road conditions is now deteriorated. You are no longer able to do what you would be able to do in a sunshine day when the road is dry. The road is wet. Your handling of the vehicle is now different from when it is clear. Also be alert of any vehicles that is in your area. Make sure that you see your vehicles, make sure that you know where those vehicles are, and watch out for spray that they spray up, because that immediately deteriorates or make your visibility, your being able to see, it makes it difficult and more difficult to see around you. So stay alert and stay aware of that. Also, don't be on the lookout for water that is crossing the road. Water don't wait for pedestrian crossings, they cross wherever it is lower. So the water is going to gather in the lower areas. So be aware of water running across your road surface, because that the minute you hit it, it is going to affect your ability to steer. Then also be aware of water standing next to the road or in the road. Once again, once you hit that water, your ability to properly steer that vehicle is gone. Oh, there's another big one going. Then also in South Africa we have to be aware of potholes. Potholes are being filled up by the water. It is hidden, and if you don't know the road, you might hit a pothole that's going to cause you trouble as well. So please stay alert of any potholes and any deep standing water. Once again, if you've got standing water and you I recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in a similar downpour, just much heavier than this, and some people were actually trying to go through about, I would say, about a meter deep water with their vehicles. Totally stupid. There was quite a few guys that got stuck because of that. So if you see deep standing water, avoid that at all. Also be aware of flowing water. You only need about 15 centimeters of water, 6 inches of water to get your vehicle swept away. So don't be stupid. Don't drive into flowing water. You don't know what the circumstances is, you don't know how deep it is, and you might end up with the trouble. So avoid that totally. And then also, while you're driving, increase your following distance, and make sure that you understand that when you hit the brakes, it's going to take longer to stop that vehicle. So make sure that you take that into account. Give yourself more following distance, and make it more possible for you to brake safely. And then the main thing, if you have to stop in a safe area. If you feel that the conditions is of such a nature that you cannot properly or safely negotiate the road, stop at a safe place, but make sure that it's safe. It's totally useless to stop on the side of the road where no one can actually see you. If somebody veers off the road, they're going to hit you, and then you've got a problem as well. So if you do have to pull off, you decide to pull off, and there's the next drought starting, do take note that you must do it safely. And the main thing during this whole situation is do not panic, because panic destroys proper thinking, proper decision making. So do not panic, stay calm, stay prepared. Then just a quick couple of notes. While if you are caught in a flash flood, make sure that you listen to your local radio station or any other place where you can get information in advance, and avoid low areas with water filled up, where you know there's going to be floods. So avoid flash points so that you don't get caught into in that flooded area. Get to higher ground. There we go. Get to higher ground and make use of higher routes if possible. And then in advance, be prepared for being in a rainstorm. Make sure that you've got your rain gear and your emergency equipment with you, so that if you have to deal with an emergency, if you do get caught in a rainstorm, that you can actually handle that and cope with it with the equipment that you've got. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope that you did find some of the tips that I've given you useful and helpful. Stay out there, avoid the low flowing areas. Don't be that one. Don't be that person that tries to take the vehicle for a swim when it's not necessary. I was working for another security company previously, and there was a vehicle that we had. I just have to tell you the story just to emphasize this whole thing. There was a lot of rain, and that vehicle had less than 3,000 kilometers on, but the driver decided that he was going to negotiate a proper, I'm not lying to you, probably about 100 meters worth of water in the length. Oh, that was a great one. 100 meters in length, and that vehicle actually ended up being stuck in the Milliland next to the road, probably about 300 meters from where he entered the point. So don't be that person. Don't be the one that is trying to be brave. Don't be the one that's trying to be stupid and do things that is not necessary. So with that being said, be prepared, use your mind, don't panic, and stay prepared. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.